Hi, I'm Katie, your safety trainer. In today's video, we're going to talk about oxygen fuel torch safety. Oxygen fuel torches are commonly used to heat, cut, weld, and braze metal in many different work environments. While setting up and using this equipment can seem straightforward, improper setup or unsafe use can quickly expose you to serious hazards.
Train, track, remind.
Train, track, remind.
Do it! Train, track, and remind.
Safety training doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. With GotSafety Lite, you get unlimited access to over 2,000 professionally made safety videos, all in English and Spanish, for just $10 a month. No contracts, no hidden fees, just simple, effective training. But maybe you need more than just videos. With our full GotSafety app, our learning management system, you can train, track, and remind your employees automatically. And what if you've already spent tens of thousands of dollars building your own learning management system? We get it. You don't have to start over. We can supply the content so you can keep using the system you've already paid for. But here's the kicker. If there's a video you need that we don't have, we'll make it for you at no cost because we're that confident you'll love GotSafety. 3 ways to get the training you need. 1 place to get it all. GotSafety, train, track, and remind. In this video, we'll talk about the different types of fuels that may be used with an oxygen torch. We'll also cover the hazards you could be exposed to when working with an oxygen fuel torch system, the personal protective equipment that may be required, and the safe work practices that can help reduce the risk of injury or accidents when using this type of equipment. When working with oxygen fuel torches, there are several types of fuel gases that are commonly used. These include acetylene, propane, propylene, and natural gas. Each of these fuels has different characteristics, and it's important to use the correct fuel for the task and equipment you're working with. It's also important to remember that gas cylinders do not follow a standardized color coding system. Because of this, you should never assume what's inside a cylinder based on its color. Before connecting or using any cylinder with an oxygen fuel torch system, always read the manufacturer's label to confirm the contents and make sure it's the correct fuel for the job. Because oxygen fuel torch systems use both oxygen and fuel gas to create a flame, they can expose you to several serious hazards if they're not handled properly. Fires or explosions can occur if combustible materials or flammable liquids are ignited by the torch or nearby sparks. Burns are another major risk. These can happen if you come into contact with hot torch tips, open flames, or metal that has been heated during cutting, welding, or brazing. Your eyes are also at risk. Sparks or flying debris can get into your eyes, and the intense light produced by the torch flame can cause eye injury or damage if proper precautions aren't taken. Another hazard to be aware of is backfire or flashback. This happens when the flame travels back into the torch, and in situations where arrestors are not present, it can potentially travel back into the oxygen or gas cylinder. There is also a risk of foot injuries, such as crushed toes, if cut metal or heavy materials fall or land on your feet while you're working. To help reduce the risk of injury, it's important to wear the appropriate personal protective equipment when using an oxygen fuel torch system for heating, cutting, welding, or brazing. Eye protection is critical, so safety glasses or goggles should always be worn. In some cases, shaded glasses or goggles may be needed, especially if you're not using a shaded face shield or a welding helmet. A shaded face shield or welding helmet provides additional protection from sparks and the intense light produced by the torch flame. Clothing also plays an important role in protection. Natural fiber clothing is recommended, since synthetic materials can melt when exposed to heat. Flame-resistant clothing or a welding jacket helps protect your body from sparks, heat, and hot metal. Flame-resistant or welding gloves should be worn to protect your hands from burns and heat exposure. Steel-toed boots are also important, as they help protect your feet from heavy or falling materials. Before starting work, always inspect all provided PPE for signs of wear or damage. Any worn or damaged items should be reported to your supervisor, and damaged PPE should never be worn since it may not provide the level of protection you need. When using an oxygen fuel torch system, following safe work practices is critical. Before you begin, take the time to read and understand the owner's or operator's manual for the specific torch system you're using. This information helps ensure the equipment is set up and operated correctly. You should also make sure the area where the torch will be used is well ventilated, since proper airflow helps reduce the buildup of harmful gases. Before lighting the torch, inspect the entire system. This includes the torch, hoses, regulators, and tips. Look for any signs of damage and follow both the manufacturer's instructions and your company's policies. If anything is damaged, report it to your supervisor and do not use the equipment. It's also important to make sure you're using the correct hoses, regulators, and tips for the type of fuel gas being used with the torch. Flash arrestors are another critical safety component. Make sure the torch is equipped with flash arrestors and that they're in good condition according to the manufacturer's instructions. Some older torch systems may not have arrestors installed, which means aftermarket arrestors may be required. If you're unsure about flash arrestors or aftermarket options, speak with your supervisor before proceeding. Gas cylinders must also be checked carefully. Make sure cylinders are properly labeled and that the labels are readable and in good condition. Cylinders without labels or with damaged or illegible labels should be reported and not used. Cylinders should also be inspected for damage or leaks according to the manufacturer's instructions and company procedures. Petroleum products should never be used to check for leaks, since many manufacturers recommend using a soap and water mixture instead. Any damaged or leaking cylinders must be reported and removed from service. Cylinders should always be secured upright according to company procedures. Before connecting the system, purge cylinders as required to remove debris from connection points. Regulators and hoses must be properly secured to the cylinders following manufacturer instructions. Many manufacturers recommend hand-tightening connections only, since over-tightening can damage components. If you're unsure how tight a connection should be, check with your supervisor. Before starting work, make sure the area is clear of all flammable or combustible materials and liquids. Metal pieces should be properly secured before heating, cutting, welding, or brazing. Always operate the torch using manufacturer-recommended pressure levels for oxygen and fuel gas. Never exceed specified pressure limits, especially with acetylene, since doing so can lead to dangerous or explosive reactions. When it's time to ignite the torch, always use a striker and take a moment to position yourself safely. Keep your hands clear of the open flame and any metal that's already been heated, and stay focused on how the torch is being used. Operating the torch the way it was designed and following both the manufacturer's instructions and your company's policies helps reduce unnecessary risk. It's also important to maintain proper spacing between the torch tip and the metal, since working too close can increase the chance of a backfire or flashback. Once you're finished using the torch, make sure the system is properly shut down. Depressurize and purge the torch and cylinders according to the manufacturer's instructions and your company's procedures. Taking the time to follow these steps helps reduce hazards and keeps everyone safer when working with oxygen-fueled torch systems. To wrap things up, oxygen-fueled torches are widely used for heating, cutting, welding, and brazing metal. While these tools can be straightforward to set up and operate, improper setup or unsafe use can expose you to serious hazards. To help reduce the risk of injury or accidents, always wear the appropriate personal protective equipment for your specific torch and task, and use the torch only in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and your company's policies and procedures. If you ever have questions or concerns about the oxygen-fueled torch you're working with, be sure to speak with your supervisor. Thanks for watching. Safe torch practices today, prevent emergencies tomorrow.